We are starting right away. I'd like to just confirm from other platform. Let's confirm from other platform if I'm audible enough. Those in Telegram. Abdul Said, good morning. Please, if you can hear me, if my voice is audible, drop a message in the chat box, please. So I'd like to know if I'm audible enough so that I can continue to get. Thank you. For those that are here right now on X or wherever you're watching from, you can drop a comment. This is not loading yet. Let me see. You can drop a comment under the comment section, so I know that I'm audible, or just drop a comment in the live session here. I want to know if I'm audible so I can post it. Triple star, good morning. Is my voice audible? That's what I'm trying to confirm. Let's confirm this and let's go on. Those in Telegram. Okay, thank you. It's like those in Telegram, I don't know. It's like they are not usually active. You are on the live, you can hear me, but you are not responding. I said make a comment if you can hear me. I'll just proceed. And if you can't hear me clearly, it's not my own fault, because I don't know if you can hear me clearly over there in Telegram. But then it's fine. No need again. I'm starting now. So today is 19th. Wow, January is over. Today is the 19th of, what the heck is this? Today is the 19th of January. We only have this week and next week, and then boom, the first month of the year is done. First month is just gonna go like that. Yeah. Amazing. So for those ones that are on X, do well to retweet the session, retweet it, engage with it, or retweet it. If you don't want to, no problem. Alright, so we're starting right away. Starting off with DXY. So last week, this is what happened, alright? We had this. So after analyzing, I told you that this was the drawn liquidity as of last week. Do you get? Here was the drawn liquidity, and I said we're going to wait for price to trade into the discount level, and then when we get an entry, it will just continue. So we saw DXY just respected what we analyzed as price traded into the discount, mitigating another block here in 4-hour time frame, and then it did an engulfing candle here. If you can look to this side, so it engulfed this candle completely, and then we tested it here. This was the retest. So retested the engulfing candle here, and then from there it went on to the drawn liquidity. So that's after defining our daily range. So today we're just going to repeat the same process So I'm just going to delete everything. I'll go to the weekly time frame. Let's see the way DXY closed. Alright, so DXY closed bullish, and what I'm going to be expecting for this week is, okay, price should at least go bullish. You get, price should go bullish at all. If at all, price should be bullish. Price should continue its bullish mode, and price has been retested the whole last week move. Price has retested the candle, which is the 50% equilibrium of that candle. So what I'll be expecting this week is for a bullish continuation. So to confirm this in daily time frame, let's see how daily close. So daily is the one that has the issue here. So from what I'm seeing on daily time frame here, this is the breaker structure and the weekly time frame, right? And this is today. Price drops, I guess. And this was Friday candle, right? Given that price, it's not like it rejected this high, it closed inside. So this one usually signifies the range, but then let's see. But then it has swept Thursday low. This Thursday, the price has swept Thursday low. So let's just go down. So you can see Thursday low has been swept, and also the gap, opening gap, has been covered. Let's see 4 hours. Alright, so this was as a result of the news. GK, this is as a result of the news. I'm coming out. I missed the time frame. I was trying to check. Even on the monthly time frame, the journey could is still very far. So let's go back to 4 hours. Now, so from the 4 hour time frame, price has swept Thursday low, and this is looking like a range already, meaning that most likely we're going to most likely see price probably make a range in a few days before going ahead to break the structure ahead here. So what I would suggest is we're just going to wait, given that we've marked everything we want to mark. Alright, so we marked what we want to mark. We're just going to wait on DXY. If I thought there's going to be a push, that might push price away. Price might also trade into this level here. It's an opening gap in the hour time frame. Price wants to trade into this level for a continuation. You get, so like this. So price wants to trade into this level for a continuation. So let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Remember, this is 4 hour time frame. Alright. And then the same thing on EURUSD. So as a result of the analysis on DXY last week, yeah, we took a sell on EURUSD last week, selling from the consecutive encroachment, which is we covered everything there, like the whole supply level was covered here, and then we used the middle. So the price just mitigated it, got into that entry, and then boom, it just went down. So for today we'll do the same thing. Let's start from the weekly time frame. Let's see the way price closed on the weekly time frame. So price closed below here, suggesting that we're supposed to still see a bearish continuation in this new week. But checking the daily time frame is where the problem is. So checking the daily time frame, right, this is where the problem is now. So in the daily time frame, here, hold on now. This is on Friday, and so this is the way market closed. So market closed like this. It closed inside, so meaning that the new drawn liquidity should be here. The drawn liquidity has even been met already, which is, but then let's see something. One of the drawn liquidity has been met because of the news. Remember, there's a news. I was expecting it already. I was expecting a gap because during the weekend Trump you know, increased tariffs on certain countries, and even threatened the countries under NATO. And that one is crazy. It threatens countries under NATO, the European countries. So that one is a big problem if he does that. And I was already expecting that there's going to be a gap, some sort of wide movements, and I think that's what we saw. Now, if this is going to be like a draw on liquidity, but it's a pullback, although don't forget that price is still bearish. But this is what price is doing for the moment. If you go down to 4 hours, right, you see that price is presently trading up. So for now, from the daily time frame, because even if you check the monthly time frame, you can see that it's still bullish. Price is meant to still go up, like continue. Okay, price is still meant to go way up. So but for now, we're just going to be watching what price is going to do in this level, like this whole level here. We're going to be watching it. So if price goes up, and then, you know, because it's a displacement like this, then we'll take a sell. But if we don't see this displacement, if you don't see the displacement, then if this displacement is not there, then we're not going to be selling EURUSD. Instead, it will be a flip, and we're now then going to be buying EURUSD. Alright, so I'm just going to leave this here, so I'm not deleting it, so that we're reminded of what we want to do. I don't need to put it there, but for you guys' sake. So if it doesn't do this displacement, then we'll have to see a breakout happen on EURUSD. Triggers. Alright, so the next one is on BTC USD. We've been looking for an opportunity to buy BTC USD. I think the opportunity is already coming up because this is daily time frame. Alright, so in the daily time frame, there's been an overall breakout structure here. So I'll show you in a moment. So we had one here, we had one here. This one might look too close, so I count it as one, but then we still had this one here. So the point is, overall we have breakout structures signifying that we're going up, and then we have a fair value gap in the daily time frame, of which price is now trading inside. The price is already inside the daily fair value gap. You get. So we have here and we have here. Alright, so price is presently in the consequent encroachment of the daily time frame. Now going down to a much more better time frame, I can see from the 8 hours there's also a fair value gap here. So I'm just refining what I'm seeing. So there's a fair value gap in the 8 hours here, and price is presently in it. But the only thing that I need to do is identify the major key levels, as I have a rejection candle here. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. So let's confirm again from 4 hours. Okay, so for 4 hours, that's fair value gap that we saw on the 8 hour time frame, yeah, has been refined to 4 hours. So on the 4 hour time frame, this is what we see. If I move it down further downwards, like 2 hours, you see that it kind of like aligns also with the what we saw in the daily time frame. So two things are going to happen now that price is presently trading inside the fair value gap. In the fair value gap, as we've seen it in 2 hours, we've seen it in 4 hours, we've seen it in 8 hours, we've seen it in daily time frame, all of them the same place, meaning is a strong level for price to test. And then also we have this other block here just sitting idle, unmitigated. That's what I mean. So meaning this is another demand level. So this is what's going to happen. Right? So listen up, two things are going to happen here. Alright, it's either we're going to see a buy continuation from where price is presently, or price drops inside this demand level and buy from here. So let me further show you. So you have this as the overall trend. So there that the overall trend still stands. Alright, so this is the overall trend, it still stands. So if we want to take a risk now, presently, like I mean right now, we can. But if we want to check like for 5 minutes to see if there's any displacement, we see that there isn't any. price just mitigated it and no displacement here, so it's not going to be wise if we say okay, we just want to trade based off what we're seeing. So what are we going to be expecting? Expect this high to be taken off. So I don't expect displacement 2 here. I'm sorry, displacement 1. I expect displacement 2. Displacement 2 is like this. When price trades inside like this, then you have price go up, then break above 1, then break for the second time, then when it comes down, then we buy from there. So like something like this on BTC USD. So something like this. So something like this on BTC USD. This is in the lower time from like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So yeah. Ultra X. Alright, so this is what we're going to be expecting. So for price like push up, that'll be the first break. So when it pushes up again, it confirms the move, then we'll buy exactly from that low. Alright, so let's just have that in mind. Alright, so have that in mind. That's for BTC USD. So this is for BTC USD. Take it away from the hour time. Take this away from the hour time. So take this away from the hour time frame so that it doesn't so it will not mess up with what I'm doing. So this will be in the minutes, and then the hour time frame is what we have on BTC USD. Okay. Then next is on USD JPY. JPY, I think JPY is good to sell. There's one thing, JPY basket. I know one day, let me see if I'll be able to see JPY. Oh, I saw it. Here's JPY. So you see this JPY basket, it's retracing like up. So everything this guy is doing is like the index of JPY, just like we have DXY to be the index of dollar. Alright, so it shows the relative strength and weakness on the pair, on the currency, which is the Japanese yen. So for now you can see that from the 4-hour time frame, price is like pulling back up. Alright, it's pulling up. So if you want to zoom out, you can see that for the longest it has been bearish. It's going already, it's going down, but of recent it has been gaining momentum and pushing forward up. Oh shit. So I can see a mitigation of like an 8-hour time frame here, fair value, closing with a reversal candlestick. So if this should hold, if this is going to hold, then we're going to see like JPY will just drop. And if JPY is weak, then other pairs related to JPY will be strong. Should get. But if this doesn't respect it, because the second candle is what we need, where you don't need just one candle. So if this one respects this particular move here, then we will see JPY just drop. If it doesn't respect it, we'll see it go up. Okay? When US JPY, right? So from wow, we've really gone far. So from US JPY, so given what we've just seen, right? If we go down to, let's see the daily time frame first. We'll start from the weekly itself. So if you look at it on the weekly time frame, you can see that there's a rejection here on the weekly time frame. So price close inside, signifying the rejection. Maybe price wants to, tap in the fair value gap or something like that. But that's signifying a bearish move. Now in the daily time frame also, I see this here. So this was Thursday and this is Friday. So Friday closed below Thursday, signifying more bearish move. Okay, like I said, inside the fair value, because there's a fair value gap there. So it might be that price just wants to trade into the fair value gap, but we don't know. So, but we cannot just rule out. We can't just rule it out. Okay. When you go down to like 8 hours, Go to 8 hours. Yeah, you see, I can't even see anything here. Okay, you see that price has not traded into the fair value itself yet. For that continuation, it hasn't. And so when you go to 4 hours, it hasn't at all. So 4 hours like streamlines it to something like this. So, and the way I'm seeing it, I'm seeing that there might be a major breakout on these guys. Why? So if you go to 2 hour time frame now, you can see that there is a breakout structure here and a breakout structure here, signifying that this is already a bearish market. So what we might see in the coming days here is price might just reverse from where it is presently, thereby by using this level like this and reverse, by using this level to reverse downward. So you might see something like this, move like this, and then move up like this. So keep that in mind. So that's like on JPYPS. So we have two movements that we'll be expecting. First to be a bearish move for a bullish move, a bearish move for price to sell, and then a bullish move. Okay, that's what I can see though. So okay, let me see 1 hour if there is any level that has something like a sweep of liquidity or something. Nothing. I can't see anything like that. Alright, so just be on a lookout. Besides, today is just basically for those lookouts. Okay, except to see executions. So that's on USD by the way. Then on AUD card, so for AUD card, yeah. So on AUD card, this is what price is presently showing. We're still holding this particular buy. Then they go 2 weeks, so this thing is still buying. Oh boy. So on AUD card, this is where we are. Price is presently here. To me, I'm still gonna hold this. If you ask me, I'm still going to hold it, to be honest. And so I have drawn liquidity. I have my drawn liquidity to be here. So let's say I'm waiting for price to like fulfill this obligation. If I take this one off now and say maybe I put it in the side and break this down, this is a 4 hour time frame. Yeah, so if you look deeper into it like this, you'll see that after price broke structure here, it went ahead to break into the structure. So if you go to 2 hours now, you see that this whole move is here. Go to 1 hour, then you see this whole move is here. So this one is serving like, okay, it's like price wants to use this level. It's like price wants might likely use this level for a continuation, or in worst case scenario, this might just be the beginning of a range. You get, because if you look at it now, we've been on the trade for a long time, since on the 13th, and we're still holding it for a trade that is just basically 2 hours. So it doesn't make any sense. So I think price might want to start a range on AUD card, but then not to panic now. We deal with the trade. We're holding strong. So that's on AUD card. I'm still holding the buy. Then on Euro AUD. Now for Euro AUD, this is what we have. Alright. I was looking at this pair over the weekend. I was not really seeing anything tangible here, because price has refused to break structure to the upside and it has refused to break structure to the downside. Mainly looking at it, I think you should already understand what I'm trying to say. If you look at it clearly, yeah, you will see, or you get what I'm trying to say. Alright, so look at this. So this is the low, like I'll call it now the demand level. Price has not been able to break below it, and also this is the high, which is the supply level. Price has not been able to break above it. So I was like looking into it, but then that's what I figured out, that okay, it seems that price might likely be ranging. It's too early for most of this price to start ranging. We just started the yellow, but that's what I'm seeing most likely to happen. So what we're going to do is, given that we trade most times other flows and the structure itself not ranging markets, the best thing we're going to do is to wait for a proper breakout. So we want to see, okay, price breaks out from above or breaks below. But if we want to put this into context, let's just check the weekly time frame to see what's going on. Yes, so just like I presumed, price closed inside the weekly, the previous week. So it's not like it swept it and closed rejecting inside the candle range. It didn't do that. It just traded inside it. That's what I'm talking about. If you go to the daily time frame, I think even the daily time frame also did something similar. So this is the weekly zone, so this is the daily one. So this is the daily candle. It's not like price swept it and then closed inside it or broke. No, it just traded inside it. Alright, so that's why I said most likely it's like price is already starting a range. Do you get? So we'll just wait for a proper breakout and then make better trade decisions. Okay, from there we'll make better trading decisions. That's on Euro AUD, by the way. Then for GBP-CHF, so let's just look at things to expect. If I go to the monthly time frame of the GBP-CHF now, yikes. So this price, yeah, let's want to make sure that I'm not just okay. This price is suggesting that price is meant to be bullish. You might be looking at, why am I doing this way? Let me just do a brief. Let's start from, let me see. Yeah, this is 2025. Okay, here. So if you look at it now from here, so that you get the context of what we're trying to do. This is 2025, which is this black candle. Alright, so if you look at this monthly time frame, here, so you look at the candle before, or let's just have a minute. So the monthly time frame closed with a rejection inside, so meaning the next month, which is January, which is February, we're expecting a bullish candle. So although price did not close above, but then it went bullish. Alright, for that month. Now when February closed inside January. This is for people that don't know how to define market sentiment from the higher time frame. That's why I'm just doing this. So the mic just stopping. So if you look at the February now close inside, so we're expecting price to be bearish in March, but price was not bearish in March. Instead, price went bullish in March. But so if you wanted to make a mistake, because you're using this only for drawn liquidities, so if you use this now, so this will be in March, so meaning that March closed bearish, so meaning in April we expect a bearish market, and so that is the whole April very bearish. Now since April is like this, in May we expect a bearish market, but May opened, or May closed this way, so it's not like it took the low or took the high, it just closed inside. So meaning would have in June would have more of a ranging market, right? My range before finally closing. So mind you, it's only for drawn liquidity. So on daily you use it often like that for direction. On the June eventually closed below the low of May, signifying what? Bearish move on the next month. Same thing. So the next month also close bearish like this. So in that's on July. So meaning in August we expect bearish move. Well, I think it went bearish before going bullish here. So rejected it to go up. So after rejecting to go up, it's starting to go like further upwards. But that's in September. But price is not doing any of that. It just ranged. It didn't go anywhere. So in September, in October rather, price eventually closed below here. So expect bearish move in November. It went bearish. It went very bearish because drawn liquidities will now be okay. The low itself, like this low. So price eventually took the low, then closed inside. So meaning that since it closed inside in November, price closed inside the previous month low, meaning this will be the new drawn liquidity here like this. Sorry. So this will be the new drawn liquidity. So as it closed inside, you're expecting a bullish move, and that's what price did. So this is now November, meaning in December you're expecting more bullish move, and that's what happened. Now December closed above November, so meaning in January we're expecting more bullish move, but then this drawn liquidity has already been met. Are you getting it now? So this is December. Since it closed above, when we opened in January, our target is supposed to be this high, and so that high has already been met. I hope this little explanation explains how you can derive your direction and your drawn liquidity for you. So if you go into the daily time frame now to like make this, since this drawn liquidity has been met here, so drawn liquidity has been met here. If you look at the daily time frame now, looking at this price closing bearish like this. So I wanted to go to weekly time frame. I went to daily time frame. So price close below this low, below the high. So this is where last week candle closed like this. So meaning the new week drawn liquidity, it has even been met, which is last week low. It has been met already. This is it here. I don't know, it's kind of crazy news that was released yesterday. If you check it in the daily time frame, you can see. So this is supposed to be the drawn liquidity for this week. Oh, price has already met it, but not to worry, Joe. So this one is just giving us the context that okay, this is what price is doing, this is what price is doing. So if you go to the 8 hours, you can see that price has already swept liquidity here, or finally arrived at this level. And so what we're going to be expecting is okay, price has already even. Let's check the overall trend if it has obliterated it. So I think it has. There's a little breakout there. Okay, and if you look at this breakout now, yeah, you'll see that it is in line with the weekly profile. So the weekly profile tells you that previous week there's a rejection. Previous week there's a rejection on the previous week candle. Price closed inside, meaning in this week we should see price to sell. How long price is going to sell, we don't know. So I'll define a new drawn liquidity to be here. So go back to 4 hours. So this will be the new drawn liquidity here like this, given that there's a breakout. So for this week, this will be our drawn liquidity, right? So what we're going to see now is we're going to be waiting for something like a pullback into this supply zone. Waiting for a pullback into the supply zone to trade GBPCHF to the downside like this. Yeah, to trade GBPCHF into the drawn liquidity for the week. That's on GBPCHF, alright? So we have our profiles and we're going to be waiting for what price is going to do. Okay, alright. And to further buttress that we're going to be waiting for a um, a bearish move, if you go to the 2 hour time frame, you'll be able to confirm. So given this, so you'll be able to confirm that there are already bearish move from here. So you can see this bearish break of structure and another bearish break of structure. So what does that tell you? I tell you always that 2 break of structure tells you the trend, the present trend. Alright, so this 2 is already enough to tell you that we're now in a bearish market. So we're going to be expecting a retracement, and then for price to do a continuation. Alright, so yeah, that's on GBP CHF. Then for AUD CHF, let's look at this. This one has refused to break the low. So the AUD CHF, I think this one is with all AUD pairs. I really think it is with all AUD pairs, because AUD pairs are refusing to break their lows. Hold on, let's make this sense. Yikes! 7 gets 800. Okay. So what should I say? Really like it. I don't know. The views in the chat. Now, what's going on here? So looking at it, let's get back to what we're doing. So starting from, let's go with weekly, then go monthly. So going to weekly time frame to define the profile. I've already explained this thing for you, so you should know how we're going to do this. So let's say we take this one off. So the weekly time frame, price rejected, or price is rejecting off from here. Alright, so since price is rejecting off from there and closing inside, the new drawn liquidity will be the last week low. So go to daily time frame to like confirm this move. Yes, it's confirmed that price closed bearish here. Like so, this is already confirmed that okay, we should continue going bearish from here. Alright, so let's go ahead to check like 4 hours. So in the 4 hour time frame, I think the drawn liquidity itself don't they reach. This is a week low here. Last week low is here. So for AUD CHF, just the way we saw GBP CHF to sell, AUD CHF is giving that same it's giving that same vibe to sell. Although this is it though. I even cut this on liquidity spot because price has not been able to break below this low since on the 8th, the beginning of this month. So since price has not been able to go below that low, that's why we have a little problem there. So I think it's even better. You know why I say I think it's even better? I think it's even better because it's showing that price is going to surge through this level for liquidity sweep. But the first thing that we need to put into consideration is, what's the overall structure? Is it holding strong? Yes, it is. So until there is a proper breakout, we won't be able to take any reversals or anything. So we're just gonna leave this guy. Hello, AUD CHF. So okay, which one is this? AUD JPY. Okay, so for AUD JPY, last week we met, and after analyzing, we saw that there was a reversal, impending reversal here, And so if you took the sales according to the instructions given from the last week session, you would have handled the sale and you'd have sold, right? So if you go to the weekly time frame now to define the weekly profile, yep, let's see. So it's like price closed inside, to be expecting like bearish move for the weekly time frame. So daily time frame, the same thing, to expect like a bearish move, but it's not going to be long. I don't think this bearish move is going to be long. So if you go to the daily time frame, 4 hours rather. So if you go to the 4-hour time frame, price just recently broke out from this level as a break of structure. So this is 4-hour time frame here. So if we go to 2 hours, so going to the 2-hour time frame now, what I can see here is I think there's even a sip of liquidity already done. So it would be impossible for us to like draw a breaker block, and if you go in front of it you have another block. So two things that is going to happen here right now is either price respects this OB here like this. I think the end should be here like this. So either price respects it here or this fair value gap. So there's a fair value gap also here. There's a fair value gap. Let me see something in 5 minutes first. Or more. It already done. This is displacement 2. So it has broken here. Most likely might go up like this and then take a continuation sell from there. But then, so 2 time frame closely attached together, and then the targets will be around here. Let me check it, confirm it on the weekly time frame first. Yep, correct. So the target will be here. So we're hoping to see a sell off from there, drop down like this. Let me see if we can see from current market price. That's the 7. I don't think it's up to 3 hour, but let's see first. It's not up to, if it's up to 3 hour now, we'll take it. So you have your trade presently. So let's just do this. Since price has swept, so if you look to this ESL, price has swept the 1 hour high. So looking at this, price has swept 1 hour high here. Okay, so swept 1 hour high here. The only thing that is left or remaining is an engulfing candle, and I think I can see one in 30 minutes. So if you want to take this sell, you are invited to taking a sell from here, which is the current market price like this, down to the drawn liquidity. Okay, if you are interested in taking a sell. If this one fails, then we go in from here again, and you can go in from here again down to drawn liquidity. Let's confirm it in 2 hours first. I'm coming. Yes. So yeah, so something like this here. So entry is current market price, stop loss. The first one, the stop loss is 105.809. Price already dropping already, and then targets is the drawn liquidity at 104.565. all right, 104.565. So if you're taking the trade, I'll just stay a few minutes or few moments for you to do what you want to do if you're taking the trade. If you're taking, you can still take it from the current market price. The target is the main thing here. So since the target is still very far, but the respect to the entry that you have, you can just take the trade and hold it on, because we are in line with the weekly time frame profile and also the daily time frame profile. So even if I thought that price does not even get to this low this week, at least it will break the structure here. If it sells, or if the sale continues to break the structure around 105.228, and I think that one will give at least 2 hours. It should to give at least, what am I even saying, 2 hours service. To give 3.47 hours. Let's give at least 3.47 hours. So we're taking the trade. Yeah, can do that. Okay. I'm just waiting a few minutes before I move it to the next one. Alright, few minutes before we move on to the next. So I think you guys should have taken it. So you guys should have taken the trade now, I'm very sure. If you are taking it, so you are taking it. So the next one we have is on AUDNZD. AUDNZD. So we had a little buy AUDNZD last week. So price gave us that engineer liquidity style. We just saw price come close, go up, and then we took a buy from this fair value gap here. So to take all this away, let's go ahead and define our profile. So from the weekly time frame, oh my god, I don't like market like this, because so there's no close above, like price is not rejected or anything, and it's even already very close to the to the weekly low. So let's just go ahead, let's not waste our time here, just go ahead to 4 hours. So in the 4 hour time frame, what's price doing on AUDNZD? To factor authentication. So you can see that there's a breakout there, right? And there's a sweep before the breakout. Usually when price is going up and then flip to coming down, that is when we use what? We use breakout blocks. So I think there's a rejection here, but I want to see if it's a valid one to use. So it's not valid to use because there's another block in front of it. So then mark this other block level like this and wait for price to come inside it. So wait for price to trade inside the other block for a sell continuation. If it fails, and this one has to do with confirmations, like so something like this, and then we'll take a sell from there. Alright, so it gives us a confirmation and then we'll take a sell from there. So we have a bearish continuation bias on AUDNZD. So we have it on AUDNZD, alright? Alright. Show him out down. So what next? The next one is on AUDUSD. Now AUDUSD is not oh this guy. So AUDUSD is not it's not giving us a clear definition of where it wants to go to. Do you get? So if you're looking at it clearly here, you'd see that you'll see that it's ranging. So it has not closed below the level we marked last week, neither has it closed above the level we marked last week. So I will still leave it alone, because I prefer to trade something that has clear direction to something that doesn't have a clear direction. So because this support level, as we know, a demand level has been holding strong and is still holding strong. So until we have something different there, before we do something different, that is make a different trade decision. Okay, alright, so that's on AUDUSD. The next one we have is on CHF. That's CAD CHF. CAD CHF have been moving mad of late, because I tried to buy it take me out. I try to sell it, take me out. Or I don't know what thing they do. So I think what it did here, because this is a flip that price did here, and now it didn't respect it. It did not now. Go to 2 hours. It has gone below this low already. Yes, so it did not respect it. So a sell continuation is impending, but due to what it has done, I'm just going to leave it first. Let us see what it wants to do. Meaning I need to see a clear breakout on this level, which is for price to either break this low clearly by giving me 2 break of structures like this. Okay, then I'll trust it. Until it does this, I'm not going to trade CAD CHF. Alright, then for CAD JPY, just the way I'm expecting JPY to sell, because if you go to 2 hours here, you see this bearish break of structure, and we have another bearish break of structure. So 2 bearish break of structure signifies that we're in a bearish market. But if you go to like the weekly time frame, let's confirm what we can see. So the weekly profile here, yes, it's confirmed. So if you look at the weekly time frame here, you see that price swept the previous week, which is last week. Now swept the previous week, which is 4th week. That's fortnight, 2 weeks above 2 weeks. I don't know what 2 weeks back is. I know 2 weeks front says okay. So price swept 2 weeks ago the high. So as price closed on Friday, it closed with a bearish move. So meaning that we're going to be like expecting a bearish continuation on CAD JPY. Where it's going to start from, we don't know. Okay, because that bearish continuation itself now, it has already met its target here, the drawn liquidity. If you go to daily, I think you see it there. So let's just stay on the 4-hour time frame to like check what we want to see. So I'm expecting a bearish continuation on CAD JPY, but where it's going to continue from is what I'm waiting for. So let's check if there's a trend line, if there's a breakout first. See the big price has been very bullish. So we have this. I don't think there's a breakout yet. Alright, Legos. So you see, this is still holding strong, so we don't have a breakout yet. Well, if I go by the 2-hour time frame, I've set price to pull back into this key level side here. So I'm waiting to see what price is going to do by the time it comes here, which is especially the consequent encroachment. Trade it downwards to the drawn liquidity. Yes, something like this. I love you, Lord Jesus. I love you, Lord Jesus. So we have the drawn liquidity there, and we have where we are going already. Alright, on CAD JPY. Next on the list we have Euro CHF. Euro CHF dumped. I don't think we did any analysis on this last week, sir. The way it is looking, I like a clear direction. This is not a clear direction. The price has not closed below this low in a while. I think since on the 24th of December. Price has been trading in that level since on the 24th. So until it closed below that level before we take a continuation or take a trend breakout trade on Euro CHF. Alright, so I'll just leave it there. Let's skip it to the next. What's this? Euro GBP. Okay, let me look at this guy. Let's see. This one, the bearish move is almost ending. So if you look at this here, this is a bearish move. It's almost ending, doesn't mean it has ended though. Price is still trading here. So it's rejecting off this bearish line. If price closes above, so let me just make it clearer. So if price closes above this high, if it closes above the high with the full body candle closed above it, then we have a bullish continuation. So from there we're going to be waiting for a bullish price movement. Until then, until that time, we have our hands tight and we're going to be waiting. To like Hausa song, bro. Can you imagine? I don't live enough for English. So this is GBP. Moving on to the next, we have USD So for USD so what did I say we were expecting on DXY now? Can't remember. Let's just analyze this guy independently. On the weekly time frame on USD I can see that price flows bullish. So expecting that price is going to take out this drawn liquidity. This is the first one that drawn liquidity has not been met. Rubbish. So expecting that this drawn liquidity might be a target, because this is Monday. This is this week rather, the beginning of the week, and this is last week, the full week. Last week price closed bullish. So this week I'm expecting price to make a continuation and take out this drawn liquidity here. But before it does this, I think it's doing a retracement. It might be a retracement. It might lead to a shift of structure, a change in the state of delivery. I don't know how you call it again. So this was the previous week that it took out. Then this is the drawn liquidity. You get. So in the daily time frame, now this candle, if you look at this Friday, it didn't close above, like it didn't reject it to close inside. So that's why I don't know what I want to do here. But then let's just go to 4 hours. If we can see, since we have a drawn liquidity already, let's see in the 4 hours how we're going to project ourselves. So last break of structure on the 4-hour time frame is here. So this is last break of structure. This is the origin of the break of structure here. So since this is the origin of the break of structure, then we have an unmitigated PO right here. But I don't like using 4 hours PO, so I go to 2 hours and confirm. So in using confirmation in the 2-hour time frame, can't use this other block because the rejection block starts from here. So the price start rejecting here, and also we still have an unmitigated PO right here. I hear the wall take the deal every time. I hear the wall take the deal. This is where the problem usually surface, is ugly face. If I is going to get this in a second one, it be like say you don't, it's too low. And if I check in 2 hours, okay, check in 2 hours, I only have one break of structure here. You get, so only one. So it's not signifying a bearish move yet. If I have two, then it's signifying a bearish move. So given the price has mitigated this PO, right, let me just go and find if there are confirmations, anything to nothing like that safe. So this is the mitigation here, no displacement, and now price just fell below here. So what we're going to wait for now is clear. We're going to be waiting for price to close above this level. So more like this is the displacement, alright, and then this would be what I'm talking about. So price to displace it. So ICT calls this displacement high, then displacement low, and so we're going to be waiting for a pullback inside this level like this. We're going to be waiting for a pullback inside this level. What's this one? So we're going to be waiting for price to do its thing here, sure. Alright, so wait for price to go up from here. Wait for price to go up and take out this high. This is USD CHF. Take out this high. Once it takes out this high, then we have potential buy. So we have a buy signal that we can then trust. So this is the high here. You can see the high in 4 hours. So just put that in mind. All right. Okay, so that's on USDCHF. The next one, another one. The next one is on USDCHF. USD card. We just saw CHF. Let's go to the weekly. Let's go and see what's going on in the weekly. This guy. Avego. So on weekly time frame, if you look at this here, you can see this here. So weekly price rejected this level, closing bearish and forcing a new drawn liquidity to be this low. This seems to just contradicting themselves. It's not me just confused. So meaning that on USD card we have withdrawn liquidity for price to take out a low. Let's hop into daily time frame. Let's see what's going on there. So on daily time frame, price also did the same thing, similar thing. This is the weekly time frame one. So the weekly time frame one fell also inside the daily time frame because this is daily, previous day, Friday closed like this, and so expecting to still drop. So this is the draw liquidity. So more like it's like a draw, which is more like price will most likely sweep that level for liquidity sweep. So we have this high, yes, and this level is like last level. So expecting a buy continuation of it. No, a sell, sorry. Expecting price to sell without any confirmation yet. See wala. Let me check the trend first. Okay, trend is still very clear. However price is going to get here, I don't care, I don't know. So wait for price to most likely trade back inside here. The fair value gap. Wait for price to trade back inside this level. Let me refine it into 2 hours. Yes. Like this. Wait for price to trade back inside this level, and then use it to dump price from there. But let's see. So, but again, upon confirmations, I think I'll use it for 4 hours. Again, is upon confirmations. If there's no confirmation, then no entry. No confirmation, no entry. Alright, so which one is this one? Euro JPY. Okay, so on Euro JPY, you can see it's rising. Where is it rising to? Let's clear all of this. Let's clear them off to the weekly, to define weekly profile. I think this it will. This one is screaming bearish because price took out the weekly high, so the price is rejected inside, signifying a bearish continuation, and then price is going up. So it's more like a Quasimodo that is already going on here like this. But then let's go ahead to check it. If we go to the 4-hour time frame now, alright, so this is where price rejected and dropped from. Last week of structure is here. Irrespective of how I take this trend, irrespective of how I take the trend, there's already a breakout. Wait though. I mean the trend don't deal. What's it with this? external but no waste my time, waste 8 hours. So what the heck? What the heck is this? Let's see what you're doing. So I'll just take it from any look, Jerry. Don't distress me. Yikes. I want to put 4 hours. I'm putting 24 hours. So on the 4-hour time frame, so I can see series of highs. But point is, there have been a breakout. There have been a trend line breakout here. Okay, I get this. I get the reason now. So there's been a trend line breakout. Confirming this in 2 hours. Let's see. So from 2-hour time frame, I can see this. So we see couples of breakout structures. The first one was here. Then you have couples of breakout structures downwards. Alright. So since remember what we saw from the weekly time frame, that the drawn liquidity seems to be a bearish move. Alright. Let's see, I need to confirm something using the 2-hour OB. So if I'm going to use the 2-hour OB here, cover this whole thing, where would be, if I'm selling from current market price now, where would be my TP? This one does not even have anything like that. Okay, it does. So I have wait, there's 2, this one, yes. So we have we have a trade like that on EURJPY. Let's see. Okay. So we have a trade on EURJPY. I'm taking the trade based on price mitigating 2 hours POI here. Now I'm still considering something. I'm considering if I'm going to use something. There's something I should use, but I'm waiting for it though. What's the time? 26. So this is it here. So I'm kind of like waiting for price to take out this low. What's this one now? So wait for price to take out this low, and then we'll take a sell from there. That's one. But then since price has given me everything that I need from the 2-hour time frame, like everything I need, that's why I'm going to take this one. There are certain trades I take like that. So on EURJPY, price, current market prices at 183.685. Stop loss is at 183.962. Take profit is at 182.281. You get. So if you want to take the trade, you can wait till 9 o'clock, let the candle close for a confirmation. Deliver. You are my God, trust my refuge on you are the God. Oh boy, my chest. You are the fortress, my refuge in my phone to this 5G. My network is misbehaving. I want to take this trade if you do me anyhow. No, I wanted to take a trade on my network was misbehaving. EURJPY. What the heck? funny how I'm moving on the trade already. Wait, what is this? Why 3.962? And I did now. I don't even know I'm moving on the trade already. Rubbish. Okay, I know that's in this other part. If you be, maybe that's it. Because sometimes I forget. I'm here now. I did it. I entered it. So I'm holding a sell already, so entry current market price, stop loss 183.962, take profit 182.281. So we're moving on to the next one. My deliverer, you are my fortress, my refuge in my storm. You are the storm, you are my deliverer. You are my fortress, my refuge in the storm. You are my deliverer. You are my fortress. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, let's go on. So that's on Euro NZD, yeah. So Euro NZD, let's see. Okay, on Euro NZD, we have a good thing happening right now because there is a breakout, and the breakout has a confirmation. So this is 4-hour time frame. If I show you from 1 hour, then you see. So I've been waiting for this low to be taken out, and yes, it was taken out like the first one, and then breaking it, giving us a confirmation here. So this is the confirmation, alright. So giving us this confirmation already sets the tone that we are now bearish. So the only thing now that is left is for us to like define the drawn liquidity where we are trading it to. So I think we should now go to the weekly time frame here and see some things. Okay, so you see the weekly time frame closed below this low here, closed below the previous week low here. So expecting that this new week that we just entered, price should like okay at least continue going bearish, and so we're going to use this level here as a drawn liquidity. Alright, so what we're going to do is go back to the 4-hour time frame, define. So this is where price closed below, and it has given us a confirmation. Thank God they gave us confirmation. So what we're going to wait for is just kindly wait for like a sweep of liquidity here. So is there a POI to mitigate here? So nothing like that though. So there's no POI there, so we're going to wait for price to like sweep this liquidity. You see this liquidity here? So price will sweep this liquidity. We're going to take the sell from here down to the drawn liquidity here. Alright, so we're going to take it down to the drawn liquidity there. So have that in mind, that when price sweeps liquidity here, we're going to take a sell downwards on Euro NZD. Alright, oh, it's this records. Nice. Okay. So let's proceed to on GBVAUD. Going to the weekly time frame, what I can see here is you can see a rejection here though. So I already see that this has a lot of rejections. You can see all of this rejection. This kind of, I'm not going to rely on this rejection to hold. I'll just go to 4 hours and see if there's anything reliable to use. So first thing is to defining our daily range. I have this high and I have this low. So check premium and discount on this. Price has not even gotten to equilibrium yet, Abby, has it? Okay, it has gotten to equilibrium. So I want to check POIs are inside the equilibrium. Fair value gap is there and second fair value gap. So since we have this one and we still have this one, so what we're going to just do now simply is to wait, okay, to check if there was a sell confirmation on this guy. Alright, a sell condition on this. It's a 2-hour time frame. You can see the mitigation there. So let's just go to for 5 minutes first. Guy, I'm busy now. Somebody to call me. Later you not see. So on the sorry, mini time frame here, we see the mitigation of the POI there, and so we have price go like this, and so go like this, right? So no displacement here. I don't think there's a displacement here. So we have this break. This is the origin, the level that led to that break. So if I thought I want to take a sell on GBAUD, we'll be waiting. We're looking to see price break below this low. You get. So since price has not broken below that low, we'll leave it at what it is. So we don't want to trade anything here without confirmations. So until it takes out this low, then we'll wait for price like pullback. Let me just show you, so just in case I'm not live, and so you can take the trade decision yourself. So once it breaks below this low now, so use a Fibonacci tool like this to define 23.6 like this. So if price breaks below this low, thereby closing below like this, wait for price to pull back into 23.6%, alright, and then take a sell from that 23.6% like this. Your stop loss should just be slightly above that high, and then you know what to do by there. So just like take it 2 hour from here, just 2 hour like this, alright. So I'm going to come back to it though. So we're going to come back to this particular one. Alright, so this is GBP AUD. So have that in your lookout if you trade it. Then on GBP CAD, so GBP CAD, this guy already did his own worst last week. I was on the sale, it took me out though. So we already have it confirmed that it's going downwards. So let's confirm that from the weekly time frame. So from weekly time frame, weekly profile shows that price rejected, so expecting a sell, although drawn liquidity has been made to see wahala. So we see a fair value gap to be made though. So this drawn liquidity has been made here. If I go to 4 hours now, I don't know the kind of dump that happened. No. Guy, that dump is crazy. So price is bearish. Point is, price is now bearish. If I do this last break here, if I take the service to the last break here, how the fuck did this happen now? Wait, there's no need to even check it. Okay, I get it now. Alright, so there's a sweep of liquidity here that I can see here. So going to 2 hour time frame, there's a sweep there. If price is going to pull back, pulling back into this POI, the OB itself will be a good place for us to take a sell continuation from. Alright. So this is on GBP CAD. Then GBP. Okay, this is GBP JPY now. So from GBP JPY. So for GBP JPY, price is raising up. So if you look to your left like this, you see that there's a breakout already, but let's just go ahead to check the weekly time frame. So if you look at the weekly time frame profile, you will see that price closes inside here, signifying that we may be expecting a bearish move this week. So if you check 4 hours, not 4 minutes, so the 4 hours time frame, price really came down. So let's check out for a breakout. Checking for a breakout. That was funny. So from the low that I can see to the high that I can see, connecting the dots together, you can see that there's already there's a trend breakout already. The price is already off the rails. So just take this one away and go ahead to 2 hours to simplify this. So in 2 hour time frame, it's clear that we're now in a bearish mode because we have a bearish breakout structure here, 1, another bearish breakout structure here, 2. So we're in a bearish market already. So first POI that we're going to deal with is we have an OB slightly here. If this OB fails to hold, if this OB here fails to hold, because it has a liquidity spot here, so it has liquidity here. So if this OB fails to hold, you are not seeing it well. So you see that it has liquidity in 1 hour. So if it fails to hold, we're just going to basically use the OB, the second one here. But my bet is on this one, on the one and on 211.893. That's why we're waiting for a proper rejection off from. So be on that 2 hours order block is what we're going to be using to sell on GBP JPY. Next one is on GBP USD. Yo, so to continue, yeah, this is on GBP USD. So last week when we met on GBP USD, if you notice, the way we analyze it was just played out. So first of all, we marked out that price was trading at a key level after it flipped. So we said, okay, if price mitigates, that's emphasis on if price mitigates this key level here, the supply level here, that will wait for this displacement that is in a lower time frame and enter. So if you go ahead to check the 5-minute time frame, you can see the displacement there. So price went up and then displaced and then that entry. So that's why you see I told you to use 23.6. so you see this is the high here, right, and then this is the low here. So you see the entries are still there. I didn't delete it. So the entries is saying 23.6% feed level is what I use, all we used, and then we took the sell from there, and the target has been met already now. Yeah, so target was already met also. Target was already met also before the retracement here. That's exactly on 5 hour. So I'm going to delete everything now, and then so that we can check for the new direction. So looking at this here, you can see that there is a sell breakout here for the weekly time frame for a continuation, meaning that on this week we're supposed to see a sell continuation. And then if you go to the 4-hour time frame, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the breaker structure price keeps on breaking structure downwards. So we have this break here, we have this break here, we have this break here. Alright, we have this one as the origin of that break. To make it clearer to you, I'm saying origin of this breaker structure. This is it here. So is there a POI above it? Yes. So there's a fair value gap here. Alright, so just cover this whole level. So we're going to be waiting for price to like trade inside here. Trade inside here. This one you don't need it. You don't need that confirmation that we did the last time. If price just gets there, immediately mitigates that level, we sell from there. Alright, so that's on GBP USD. So if it doesn't do that, and this is also to further buttress this, it also aligns with this. So like the mitigation and everything, it still aligns with this also. So put that in mind, or have that in mind. Alright, so that's on GBP USD. Proceeding to the next, we have which one again now? It now look like these pairs are not ending, never ending. Dear Lord, I'm so tired. So on NZD CAD, I gave us a 3-hour buy. So, come on. So NZD card, so we took a buy last week. How? First off, we saw that there was a major breakout here, so the major breakout structure was in this level here. Okay, and so what we simply waited for was for price to like come back into this flip, because main reason is I said all of this is a choppy price action, and this is the main place where price broke his own structure first here, like this. And so after the break off, like we could not use a breakout block, so I said okay, let us wait for the mitigation of the fair value gap, and of which it did below, rightly below this level. So we did that, waited for a shift of structure, and then took a buy from there. 3 hour, and then we're done. So this new week, as the week expands, we're going to look further into other stuff. Alright. So and then this is NZDCHF. So for NZDCHF, moving to NZDCHF here. So just like I told you last week, price is going to like sweep this liquidity, of which it did, and then mitigate this POI here, of which it did, and then distribute. So we saw all of this play out last week, right? So in this new week here, let's see first the weekly profile. The weekly profile. So okay, you should see a buy continuation from here though. So looking at it, what's in this? What's in with that one? That's the Rich People Podcast. So there is a sweep already here. Let's see to access. Okay. This one looks more confusing than more clear, because there's a change of character here. Price did not break the structure before eventually dumping in this level here, so it didn't break the structure. So this is a change of character. But then why it's dangerous is I don't feel like the change of character might hold is because it already traded into a key level. So it traded into this POI here. This is a key level. Our price has rejected. They didn't even give any form of entry, so just leave it there. NZD with this NZDJPY. So for NZDJPY, yeah. So for NZDJPY, looking at 2 hours, you see two break structures already clear here. So break here, last break was here. So expecting a sell continuation from where price is at the moment. So since this is the origin of the breaker structure here, here is the origin of the breaker structure like this, then meaning that we're going to be looking for entry. Oh, this for us, sorry. So okay, so entry will be on the fair value itself here. So I don't think price has traded into it yet, as it's nope, it hasn't. So expect a little push. So expecting a little push inside the 2 hour fair value gap there. Then we'll now use it to sell from there. Second swing point, yeah, like this. My God, you are my God, you are my God. You are my God, you are my God. So this is the JPY. So entry is how to put an alert. So the entry will be exactly at 91258. So we're going to put that alert to sell NZDJPY. Alright. So stop loss will just slightly be above the fair value gap in the 2 hour time frame. You can see that the fair value gap in 2 hour time frame is what we're using. Alright. So that is that for NZDJPY. Next is NZDUSD. So for NZDUSD, just like analyzed last week, I said okay, there's a trend line breakout here and a retest, and what I would see, I didn't delete this pathway to show that we expected that price was going to go up, come back, and then go up. And so that's what it has done. So it did all of that already, and it's going already to clear out this high as analyzed last week. So what we're gonna be waiting for now is, I was actually waiting for this break, because this is the reason. Because there's a sweep of liquidity here. After the sweep of liquidity, I saw this move here. So what I wanted to wait for is, okay, price will most likely come below here, and then use that level as a buy. You get, like, from here now and then up. But unfortunately price did not get there. I don't know why this one is yellow. So I'm still going to leave it alone though, just in case price decides to fall. This level will be the best place to buy in NZD. But then let's just see what happens. Let's confirm this from the weekly time frame first. So the weekly time frame, price closed inside. It didn't close below or above the previous week high and low. So this is what I have for NZD. Next is on S&P 500. I'm not doing this one with you guys. I took sales on all this one, so I think this is almost the end. I think we have gold. So we had buy position on gold. The dump, this was before market close, already took us out, and I didn't see this one on time though, but price mitigated a fair value gap in the 4-hour time frame here for a continuation, and now price has made an all-time high that's gone up to make a new all-time high. So the best thing to do here is, we're going to like trade. If it comes up, trading the Quasimodo here will be very interesting. So if price comes like this, trade it even more higher. You get, so this is what I'm going to be waiting on XAU USD. Alright, so that's on XAU USD, and then this is DXY. Okay, so this will bring us almost to the end of the session. Almost to the end of the session. Where is this thing? So looking over to the fundamentals for the week, I think it's been a while that I even explained fundamentals for us. I don't need to explain it again like that. Oh, what the heck. I don't really need to explain fundamentals anymore. Yeah, I see files, some pairs are supposed to be banned. Very funny guy. Okay, let's go on. Let's see where we are. So first thing today is, like, this week is fully occupied. We have news everywhere. We have news on Monday, which is today, starting by 2:30. We have CAD news, card news by 2:30, and that's CPI, card CPI, voila. So there's card news today by 2:30. CPI is consumer price index. So then on Tuesday, tomorrow, we have two news, high impact, which is GBP news, high impact news, starting by 8 o'clock in the morning, and then 10 o'clock, or it's almost 11 o'clock again, also in the same morning. On Wednesday, we have GBP news on CPI as the first news of on Wednesday by 8 a.m. And I think they've been doing WF annual meeting, so this is going to be the third day. On Wednesday 2:30, President Trump speaks. What the heck do you want to talk now? Only the thing that he said during the week about tariff is one that caused the whole problem in the markets. And due to speak at the World Economic Forum, okay, that's the same WEF annual meeting, is to speak on that day. Okay, It speaks frequently on a broad range of subjects. Only switches that might have direct impact are listed on the calendar. Okay. So this is in line with the annual meeting. This is the WF annual meetings that is to be held in Davos. The people that are going to be there: central banks, prime ministers, finance. It's just like more like a finance meeting. So finance ministers, trade ministers, business leaders from over 19 countries. Most meetings are open to the press, and officials usually talk with reporters throughout the day. Comments from central banks and other influential officials can create significant market volatility. Obviously, we know that. So Wednesday is going to be a crazy day. This one is going to be more than CPI and NFP and FOMC combined, because how do you have up to 90 leaders in one place speaking? It's just going to cause chaos in the market. On Thursday, we have AED news starting in the midnight, 1:30 a.m. and then USD core PCE news 2:30 on Thursday. While on Friday, all these news are tentative. I know they like JPY. I don't used to like when JPY news is tentative. I don't trust it at all. When JPY news are tentative, I don't trust it, because the way they used to move, people used to complain about pump and dump. Come to JPY pairs and see pump and dump. Then on the same Friday, since the JPY pairs are tentative, meaning they've not fixed a particular time for them to be released, and you see this BOJ policy rate, it's not one that you should play. It's not one that you should play with. I'm advising you. I'm telling you, it's not one that you want to play with. So be very conversant with this. Then on, I think before Friday, I'll do my best. I'll explain the BOJ policy rates. So we're going to meet again on Wednesday, right? So then we have news again on GBP by 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock on 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. on Friday, GBP news. 9:30 a.m. Euro news on German flash manufacturing PMI, and then 10:30 GBP news again. Then the last news will be on Friday to be what's this? Is this flash manufacturing PMI? Okay, by 3:45. So this week is jam packed. Yeah, I use that word. The week is jam packed with a lot of news. So I would suggest that you should be very careful. You trade prop firms, check what are the rules of those prop firms. So that you know how to navigate them. You don't want to be on the wrong of this prop firm. You don't lose your accounts. Most people were in drawdown, so you can reduce your risk or follow your plan. Probably you have plans already referring to risk. Follow them through. Alright, don't lose your accounts due to ignorance. There's no need to lose your account due to ignorance. Don't lose your personal account too due to ignorance. You get? So very, very, very important. So after that, I don't think, what's this one? Come on now. Oh, it's alerting us that AHGPY is on. So let's take this one now. So for those, we're going to be meeting again on, I want to take this trade now. This is ADJPY. Price has finally eventually swept liquidity there. 4R. So we're going to be meeting again on, when are we meeting again? We're meeting again on Wednesday. So on Wednesday we're going to continue the trades to check, okay, the trades that were on, the trades that we need to check and everything. And that's just a fly different place. Let me first of all take this trade first. This one should come down. So profits 106 100 104 565. Oh, whatever. 169 200 169 17 1.1 1.17. Oh, this is not agree open. Okay, 1.177. Okay. So there's another on NZGFY. Which one is this? Oh, okay. So the NZGFY that we talked about. NZDJPY. I need to add it to my watch list. See this bastard I offer. You can plug it now. Okay. So 0.017. Entry is 91,493. Sorry, stop loss. The profit is around 90.075. 164. 122. 1.21. So sorry. This network. Oh. 1.21. So 200. Okay. Sold. So I have hey GPY. I didn't enter it before. Hey GPY. More. It is well. Wait, let's see. This one I got. Is it GPY? This one I better go to. It not agree up. It will wait. 64, 30, 18. MT5 and this slow move. What will be this? 0.18 sell. Stop loss, take profits. 91 930. Okay. This AUD I want to take in this other accounts. May this one get that first. Yes, AUD. AUD is 0.01. 70p 106 100 104 581 187 561. I could just call number like say okay 187. I think I should take 76 32 31 31. If I got the mistake, enter 0. Enter 0.31. Go enter 30.01. Everywhere go blow face. Everywhere go blow. The prophet will first call me say, are you sure you're alright? Are you sure everything's fine? Alright guys, so we're coming to the end of the session. I didn't even check whether there's comment or anything. I just the topic. Okay, no question there. So we're coming to the end of the session. Today is a new day. This is a new week. So irrespective of the mistakes that you made last week, don't carry those luggage, don't carry them to the new week. You're trading with a clear mind, and so what you want to do in this new week is review your plans for the week. Check, okay, do I have my entry plan set? If yes, good. Do I have your exit plan set? If yes, good. Do you have your trade management plan set? If yes, good. What are your trade management plans? Okay, if trade is running, how will you manage trade? Okay, do you do break even? If you don't do break even, then don't dare touching the trade. If you hold trade to stop loss or TP, then make sure that you follow through with it all through. Are there things that you plan to do distracting you from being obsessed with the chart when you're on trade? Then do them. Anything that's going to help you trading this week, make sure you pre-do them, which is pre-plan. Do them before trading. It's not like you already did the trade. Let's say you did this trade that we just take now, AUD and then it's that time you want to start analyzing the trade more. You see, all the trades have been analyzed now. The only thing that is left for price to do is, okay, come to it. If you hit stop loss, you hit stop loss and go. Do you get? So don't do anything that is going to offset your trading this week. And it's a new week here. This is paramount and tantamount that you commit everything you want to do this week to God's hands. So you've not prayed, you've not done your morning prayers, you've not done, just do the needful. Whoever you are praying to, if you should go, you pray to, just make sure you just pray. I see everybody's using something. Nice to tell you guys that. So everybody's using something, everybody know where you come from. So if you need, you need to pray, make sure you pray. You commit today to God's hand and commit the remaining part of this week to God's hands. That's as you go about your day and this week, they are blessed, they are fruitful, and they are productive. So have a nice day, have a nice week. I'll see you when I see you, and bye for now.